Nima. I'm not actually back from California. We just took my wall of rejections with me so that I could film while I was there. I had a marvelous time in San Francisco. Here are a few snapshots of that because everyone loves it when YouTubers use photos from their personal collections. If you'd like a summary with a little more thought and effort put into it, click here for a video posted on my sister's channel. The video includes some great vegan restaurant reviews as well as some images of me making embarrassing faces in touristy locations. She did an awesome editing job and I would highly recommend checking that out. Speaking of something else that's awesome, you guys, actually not all of you, just you guys who contacted me with reviews of the first chapter of my manuscript, which I posted on my blog. I re-edited the first chapter and the preface and I will be posting them on my blog again. I tried to take all of your suggestions into account and the ones I didn't like I just blatantly disregarded. So I will leave a link to that in the boxy box. But speaking of something else that's awesome, this summer I'm taking a class called Writing for the Media, and it's basically teaching me how to write purely factual news reports for broadcast or print, as the title might suggest. And my professor, who was awesome, was talking about how people have favorited an adjective. You like how the internet has turned favorited into a verb? The adjective, as you may have guessed, is awesome. And it's true, a lot of people overuse it. It's lucky I'm a writer with a high vocabulary, or my use of adjectives could get repetitive. Awesome. Anyway, my professor got me thinking about writers who have favorite words which they overuse. I'm not talking about words like the or he or she, which are unavoidable. I mean words that the writer probably found in a thesaurus. Words that still exist, but people really just don't use anymore. These words stand out in the text as something you might have to look up later when you're finished reading. Most of them have a lot of letters, but not all of them are long, mostly just obscure. The overuse of these words in popular novels is tragic because it makes the author sound like they're trying too hard to be scholarly. And most often, the author doesn't even use a handful of these pain-in-the-ass words. They just favorite one and use it over and over again, thus making it even more tragic. I don't know how many of you read Scott Westerfeld, but for those of you who do, how many notice that he really likes the word maw? Have any Stephanie Meyer fans watching? First of all. Second, how many of you notice she really likes the word masochist? There's nothing wrong with these words, but even when they're in the appropriate context, when they stand out as the only unusual word, there's one problem. They stand out. You want your book to read smoothly, and when you litter it with phrases like this, our heroine couldn't believe her eyes. She was so stunned, her maw hung open. Our hero was unhappy in his relationship. However, that couldn't stop him from seeing her. He was probably a masochist. It's just awkward. Ironically enough, I couldn't think of a way to break into my next topic, so I'm just going to start talking about it. My sister and I are doing a collaboration project this summer on raw food veganism. On my channel, I will be posting the instructional/informational type videos, and on her channel, you will be able to find delicious raw recipes. Or just raw recipes. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in watching, great! The videos will show up in your subscription box. If that doesn't sound like something you're interested in watching, the videos will show up in your subscription box. So thanks for watching another awesome episode of The Starving Author. Yours truly, Kat. Oh, and by the way, I'm a Cohen.